May all who come as guests leave as friends. Gather and grateful with a happy heart. Welcome and enter with a happy heart. With this quote, I would like to take immense pleasure to welcome our honored chief guest, Mrs. Jalaja Balakrishnan ma'am, with us today, whose work was remarkable contributions to Amlapavam Higher Secondary School has reached the milestone. She has been serving this institution for 40 years with her dedicated service, flawless language, and making the students develop their language to the best. She has been an English teacher to our principal and our vice principal. She is dedicated and pensive in her actions. She has inspired countless number of individuals and enriched our cultural landscape. She exemplifies the very essence of literary excellence and intellectual curiosity that our literary club aspires to foster. As we embark on this exciting journey of exploring the world together, our club aims to create a vibrant space where ideas flow freely, discussions are engaging, and creativity thrives. We believe that language has a unique ability to connect us to different cultures, histories, and ideas, enriching our understanding of the world and ourselves. Today, 7th August, we lay the foundation for discussions, readings, and explorations that will foster a deeper appreciation for the written word. Our renowned guest, Jalaja Balakrishnan ma'am, your presence here is not only a source of inspiration for all of us. We look forward for your insights, your wisdom, and your guidance as we set forth on this literary adventure. Now, let us all join in extending a warm welcome to our esteemed chief guest, Mrs. Jalaja Balakrishnan ma'am. Next, I extend my welcome to our respected principal ma'am and our vice principal sir, who has been the cornerstone of this school, providing unwavering support, guidance, and leadership. I welcome our teachers, who are our backbones and an inspiration to us all, demonstrating passion and dedication in the classrooms every single day. Last but not least, I welcome my fellow students for this wonderful occasion to inaugurate our literary club. Thank you to everyone who has worked hard to bring this club to life. Best wishes to all, and let the literary journey begin. Thank you.
Thank you for your wonderful speech, Reshma. Now it's time for us to honor our chief guest, Mrs. Jalaja Balakrishnan, the Vice Principal of Amlapam Higher Secondary School, a scholar in English and an inspiration to every one of us. So we call upon Mrs. Nancy ma'am and our SPLs to honor her. We have all gathered here for the inauguration, but aren't everyone thrilled to know the activities our presidents have planned for us?
Of course we are. Let me first introduce with pride our President Andrew Sherwin and Vice President Sadhana Sri, who are ambitious in making our newly inaugurated club an epitome of excellence and to create a platform to express your love for literature.
Fellow book lovers, esteemed faculty members, and honored guests, I stand before you today humbled and proud to take on the role of president of our school's literary club. As we gather here today, I am reminded of the power of words, the magic of stories, and the impact that literature has on our lives. Our club's purpose is to foster a community of readers, writers, and thinkers who come together to explore the world of literature. We aim to create a space where ideas flow freely, creativity is nurtured, and passions are ignited. As we embark on this new journey together, I would like to outline our agenda for the year. Firstly, we will be organizing a book fair where we will invite publishers and invite bookstores to showcase their latest titles. This will be a fantastic opportunity for us to discover new authors, genres, and topics.
Secondly, we'll be launching class magazines, which will be a platform for our members to express their creativity through writing, art, and design. We encourage all members to contribute and make this magazine a reflection of our club's talent and diversity.
Thirdly, our book of the month quarter segment will be cornerstone of our meetings. We will delve into thought-provoking discussions, exploring themes, characters, and plot twists. This is your chance to share your insights, opinions, and perspectives and to learn from others.
Fourthly, our writing workshops will provide a platform for budding writers to hone their craft. We will engage in writing exercises, prompts, and activities designed to stimulate your creativity and help you grow as writers.
Fifthly, we will organize literary events and activities that will bring us closer to the world of literature. From author talks to poetry slams, book festivals to writing contests, we will strive to create an immersive experience that celebrates the joy of reading and writing.
Lastly, we'll take care of club business and announcements, ensuring that our club runs smoothly and efficiently. We'll keep you updated on upcoming events, deadlines, and opportunities. We will provide more details on these events in the coming weeks, but we are excited to get started and make them a success.
As your president, I promise to listen, to support, and to inspire. I encourage each and every one of you to participate, to contribute, and to make this club your own. Let us embark on this literary journey together with open minds, open hearts, and a shared passion for the written word. As we begin this new chapter in our literary journey, I want to emphasize the importance of community and inclusivity. Our club is a safe space for all book lovers, regardless of the genre, style, or preference. Whether you are a fan of classic literature or modern bestsellers, poetry or prose, we welcome you with open arms. Our goal is to create a vibrant and a dynamic community that inspires creativity, fosters critical thinking, and promotes the love for reading and writing. We will explore diverse themes, genres, and authors and provide opportunities for members to share their own work and receive constructive feedback.
In the words of Toni Morrison, if there is a book that you want to read but it hasn't been written yet, you must be the one to write it. Let us embrace the spirit of creativity and empowerment and make our literary club a hub for innovation and self-expression. Throughout the year, we'll also be inviting guest speakers, authors, and industry professionals to share their insights and expertise with us. We'll participate in literary festivals, book fairs, and writing competitions and provide opportunities for members to publish their work and showcase their talents.
As your president, I am committed to make our literary club a beacon of excellence, creativity, and inclusivity. I invite you all to join me on this exciting journey to share your ideas, your passion, and your love for literature. Together, let us create a community that celebrates the power of words and inspires each of us to reach the new heights. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hope you would keep your promises, guys. Ma'am, please take a seat with our students and enjoy the show. We have a hot debate going upon. Can anyone take a guess?
It is AI teachers versus human teachers.
So now, we call upon the boys and girls of class 10 to put forth their arguments about this, and which is going to be hosted by Anfal Afia of class 12B.
To all my teachers, staff, my friends and fellow Amalians, a very warm and a happy afternoon. My name is Anfal Afia, and today I want every one of you to buckle up for an enlightening journey through the future of education as we navigate the intricacies of robot teachers and human educators. In this talk show, we will weigh the scales, consider the facts, and endeavor to find an answer to the question that has been echoing across the world and beyond. Can a robot truly replace a teacher? First things first, let me introduce the boys who are in favor of, and we have the girls in favor of
Human teachers.
girls. Please introduce yourselves.
This is M. Vedvida of class 10A. I am Jenny from class 10B.
This is Shweta of class 10B.
I am Nandini from class 10B.
Now boys, please introduce yourselves.
I am A. Sanjay Krishna of class 10C.
I am Mithun Manav of class 10C.
I am Sheila Venugopal of class 10C.
I am A. Regan of class 10C.
Thank you boys and girls for your introduction. Now, let me start with the boys. Boys, let me repeat the question again. Can a robot truly replace a teacher?
Indeed, an AI robot can replace a human teacher because of its capabilities. Now, let's talk about capabilities and knowledge. When it comes to AI teacher, there's a There is a vast source of knowledge in the confined area of AI teacher. But in the case of human teacher is restricted to their human limits. So when they are teaching, they are going to be, they can cause lack of concentration, or they might be distracted. So I can confidently say that AI teachers can surpass, and they have the ability to replace the human teachers.
When compared to human teachers, the AI teachers are exposed to a wide variety of knowledge. But human teachers, we only have limited capacities. But girls, please express your opinion.
So we do agree that the points or the AI teacher have a wider field of knowledge or have unlimited sources. But so if we get this question, like can your parents, can your teacher understand you better, or can an AI teacher understand you better? So if we have the question whether a robot can understand a human better or can a human understand a human better, the answer would surely be that human beings understand human better. So whatever the points delivered by a human teacher would be better understandable to the students.
Okay, let's say that whatever our teachers teach, we really understand. Yes, right. Yes, of course. But when a student doesn't understand the teacher, what will the teacher do to manage it? If the student has doubts, and if the student doesn't find the teacher's answer to be understandable, what will they do?
So if a student does not find a teacher's answer understanding, the teacher can immediately change her method of teaching. Like she can give many other examples, she can show many other life examples to cope up, or she can change the method of her teaching. But in an AI teacher, it is full and full mechanized. It cannot like change all of a sudden.
AI teachers cannot change their way of teaching, but human teachers can. They have various methods to make their student understandable, and they make sure their concepts are very clear. Boys, your thoughts?
Student will understand when they have a visual experience. If the student is having a visual experience, he can store it in his mind. But in case of human teachers, he will just tell and the students will just hear, rather than having a visual experience. The humans cannot give the experience which an AI teacher can give by 3D, or with that experience, he can learn very efficiently and perfectly.
Okay, there are some students who need special attention, like they need someone to give them explanation what's being taught. Now, boys, what if the student doesn't understand the visual learning? What if he has many doubts in that?
AI teachers have multiple sources of knowledge, so if the student didn't understand that particular topic, it would be giving it simpler way and multiple ways. So the AI teacher can give better understandable questions and answers to the student.
Now, visual learning is much better. Like we all love pictures, colors, etc. But human teacher explains us in a theoretical way. How do human teachers make it interesting?
Much of visual learning we can take for a real experience of a teacher also. By the real experience that they shared, it will be easily connecting, and students can also interact with teacher easily. By that they can understand concept what teachers are coming to tell, and also what they are teaching also. They can easily interact, or they can easily understand by their real experience.
Okay. Now, boys claim that AI teachers are very capable and they can make sure their students understand in many ways. And girls, though we humans have limited capacities, we teachers still make sure that their students understand, their concepts are very clear. Now, let's come to experience. In my opinion, I say that human teachers have much more experience, while robots, they're just programmed. Girls, how do you think the experience of a teacher plays an important role in a student's life?
Yes, I could accept that experience plays a major role in students' life, and the teacher has both real lifetime experience and the educational experience, which connects students very easily and make them very lightly and go accordingly.
Okay, boys, what are your thoughts on this?
Yes, I do agree that human teachers take some time to perfect their teaching skills. But what I'm trying to convey is that first they have to start as a beginner, then an intermediate, then they will reach a level of perfect teaching. For reaching this, they may have to take a time period of like 10 to 15 years. So in this time period, they could have taught a lot of students, but these students could have not gone through that fine-tuned teaching. So AI does not need that, and AI can be programmed to teach at the perfect level at the first step itself.
Thank you. AI teacher doesn't need any experience, but human teachers need that. Why that much period of time?
So human teachers of course take a lot of time to gain that proper experience, but in these many years they understand each and every student better. So for example, if a teacher is teaching us from 8th standard to 12th standard, then we would have a lot of connection with us. That teacher would know what this student is capable of, would know the other talents of the student. But an AI teacher, like without experience, they won't be able to socialize with the students.
Okay, now teachers cannot always be right when they understand their students. There may be some mistakes. How do you think teachers correct that? Sometimes the teachers cannot understand the students' facial expressions. Some things may go wrong. Sometimes they may misinterpret it. How do you think teachers take care of that?
So fine. So what we say is the teachers who are teachers now were once also students. So they also know that what a student is actually going and what are the emotional feedbacks or what are the emotional qualities a student has. So by seeing a facial expression of a student, of course a teacher can understand like in what situation is that respective student about, as they were also students once.
Teachers, once they have been students, they can think in students' perspective. But AI teacher cannot. They cannot detect the students' feelings by the facial expressions, right?
So I agree that a human teacher can tell their real life experiences, but even though if they tell their real life experience as when they were students, they cannot tell the same experience, because the generation wise there is a big gap and there is lot of changes done after their generations. So now we are learning in a modern technology, but then they were learning in an old technology which is not taught now. So even though they are telling their experience, it's a waste of time. In that time, AI teachers can teach a lot of things which a human teacher can't do.
Okay, but though we have different lifestyles, we have the same childhood as our teachers did. So how do you think it's a waste of time? Some things, their good qualities, whatever they have been through and whatever we can learn from it, it is not a waste of time, right? Is it?
No, it is not a waste of time, but nowadays teacher cannot teach them moral values or anything else. So when it comes to moral values, AI has a vast knowledge. So by setting an example of the ancient culture and many personalities from our past, the AI teachers can teach them moral values. And we do agree that they are more experienced, and it does not mean it's useless. So we are trying to convey that AI teachers can teach them at a level which human teachers cannot. So AI teacher will manage to make the students understand better.
Thank you. Now let us talk about role model and emotional support. Girls, let me start with you. How do you think teachers exist as real life role models and how they give emotional support to the students our age?
Why can't be the human teacher can be the role model for the student? Because if the student got interacted with the teachers, they aim their teacher as their role model and they gain more good values from the teacher and they apply to the life. And then I like to add another point here that the human can give a more emotional support than the AI. So it leads the children in a good way.
Girls say that only a human can understand another human. So when teachers give us emotional support, they make sure that it doesn't go wrong. And boys, how do you think AI teacher plays an important role in that emotional support and role model?
Yes, I agree with the point that human teachers can be a role model for students. But in my point of view, I think that AI teachers can also be a role model for students. If students value the embodiment of knowledge, efficiency, and continuous learning, they can see AI as a role model. AI's technological prowess also creates a passion in students for technology, maths, and science professions.
What if that role model taken by the students from the AI teacher goes wrong? What if they take the bad qualities from the AI teachers?
Actually, the probability is very low in AI teachers because it is completely programmed, because it is going to happen a decade after. So every program and algorithm would be very perfect. but sometimes it would go wrong. That's what I am saying, probability is very less. And one more thing, first I want to say that human teachers aren't the only source for the role model, because a student will take anyone as a role model only through his moral values and occupation. So I would like to stress that human teachers aren't the only source of role model.
A valid statement. We also have many actors, many football players. We take good qualities from a lot of people. So teachers are not only source. Now let us come to the availability. Human teachers are available to only 8 to 10 hours, but AI teachers, they are available for 24/7. Girls, how do you think teachers manage in that 8 to 10 hours?
Actually, for a student's education, 8 to 10 hours is enough for them, because they also want some rest. They are also learning here for 8 to 10 hours. Then after going also, they don't want to wish to learn there also. If they get any doubts also, they can clarify the next day. So I am coming to tell us 8 to 10 hours is enough for students' education.
8 to 10 hours is more than enough for a student's learning. Boys?
First, I want to convey one thing. 24/7 is not meant that the student have to study 24 hours. It stresses the availability of the AI teacher. AI teacher is there for 24 hours. In that time, you can ask any doubt to it. And one more thing, that is availability. It is very availability. The AI teachers can be available for that. Not only 8 to 9 hours. If the student had an exam the next day or slip test in the next day, he can only study in the extra hours, because a doubt arises many more doubts. He can only clarify that to an AI teacher.
When we have AI teachers who can clarify our doubts anytime we want, why do we need human teachers, girls?
I would agree his point that AI teacher can clarify the doubt immediately. What is the use of the human teacher? The human teacher can make the students to clarify their doubts by solving by themselves. It cannot make the students lazy. If the AI teacher was clarifying the doubt immediately, it can make the children lazy and they can't cope up with the subjects.
And also he told that whatever happens if the next day examinations, what I am trying to tell is, if they have any doubt at their home, if they solve by their own in their home, they can easily get some methods how they can solve. If the method is correct while they are solving, that method will be easily registered in their mind. So by Janani's told that it can make laziness. For avoiding that, we are keeping up to 8 to 10 hours and rest of the time in their home.
Okay, human teachers help us to learn whatever we want to learn in 8 to 10 hours, whereas AI teachers will have more time. We'll be like, okay, let's do it the other day, next day. We'll make it late. Then why do we need AI teachers? Human teachers are capable.
So, when students want to learn with the AI, it signifies that the student wants to learn. It implies that the student has interest of learning. But as in the case of human teacher, they'll go to school, they are compelled to go to school. But if a student is preferring to learn with the AI teacher, it means that he wants to learn. He has self-learning abilities. So then, and after that, this causes that the limited time, the limited concentration with the student is enough to make him learn many things. So it will be also efficient for him. And I would also like to imply that a student should learn with a human teacher, but a person who is seeking answers or doubts can directly ask the AI teacher, which means that to just learn or to ask doubts, human teachers are not that efficient. But when it comes to the AI teacher, people who are not students, people who are seeking to get answers, they also can get answers from AI teachers.
Can't they get the same answers from the teachers?
No, I am trying to say that students get answers from human teachers, but normal people who are not students also can get knowledge and clear their doubts from AI teachers.
Okay.
Yep, I would really agree his point that AI teachers has wide source of knowledge, and what if people started to depend upon the AI teacher, then they would really will forget about their own talents. They would not shine up in their own talents as they.
Okay, girls say that if students rely upon AI teachers, they will not understand their talents. They will always depend upon the AI teachers. But boys, they say that AI teachers provide the best support for the students when it comes to studies. Now, let me go to the audience, you boys and girls. If you have any points to express regarding AI teachers or human teachers, you can say that now. Anyone?
So as for listening the talk show, I conclude that even if you learn, AI has been discovered recently, so even if you want to learn AI, you should have a human teacher to teach how to develop a program and algorithm. I myself is a computer student, so I won't support AI, I support human teachers only.
Valid point. Anyone else who's ready to talk for AI teachers? Boys, come on. Okay, now as we have all witnessed these boys and girls expressing their views, I would like our chief guest to talk a few words. Please, ma'am.
You people must be guessing what I'm going to tell. What do you guess? No, it's not because I am a human or you are all humans, we are humans. It's not because of that. As this girl rightly pointed out, that was running through my mind. Artificial intelligence, you mean it's a robo, is it not? And artificial intelligence, it is not original intelligence. The term itself tells you. From the term itself we understand it is artificial intelligence. But we have original intelligence. We have our own brain to think the way we want to think. Artificial intelligence is a fed knowledge. It is a robo. Who made it? Humans have made it. Whose brain has worked then? It is a human brain which naturally is more powerful. It is an instrument that can be used. Teachers can use it. Filmmakers can use it to make it more exaggerated. If it is knowledge oriented, you may be able to deliver knowledge using artificial intelligence. Maybe the impact, like you said, the visual impact will be good. So it is only an aid. Artificial intelligence can only be an aid, but depending on that itself, I don't think it will be right. It will turn out dangerous also. I have read a story about Dan Brown, I don't know whether you have read, where artificial intelligence, he was creating it and wanted a rating, so he was conducting a show, and finally the hero himself, he was conducting a show for the rating. All online people were watching. Have you read that book? I don't remember the title. Anybody read? We don't have such habits. I'll talk to you later. So where the rating was increasing, it was a live show and the whole world was watching and the rating was increasing and the artificial intelligence decided to get the most rating, so he killed the hero. The hero wanted the maximum rating. He was using artificial intelligence. Finally, the artificial intelligence took its own decision and it killed the hero to get the maximum rating. Online followers, I mean. So, I think it is always good. Moreover, emotional impact. Some of you may be off mood in the classroom. You may have a sad face. Won't your teacher ask you? Won't your teacher ask you, you're looking dull today? Are you sick? What is wrong? Anything wrong in your family? Will your teacher not talk to you? Will their emotional bonding be there with a machine? The speakers of artificial intelligence. Will that emotional bonding be there? Have your teacher asked you any time? Are you well? Do you want to see a doctor? Yes? Did you have your food?
Yes, ma'am.
No, your teachers ask you, isn't it? But can the machine ask you? I'm asking you.
Ma'am, we also saw a movie, ma'am. It's called 2.2. In that he fights for what is good, ma'am. So it's about destroying
it's
mobiles.
It's a movie. I didn't see the movie. I've read it in a book. I don't know if it is a movie.
Also, ma'am, an AI can connect with the student, no, ma'am.
AI can connect with the student.
Yes, ma'am. Even though if it's not.
But who is feeding all that into the machine, into the robot? Who is feeding all that? Can it develop its knowledge on its own? No, I don't know. It's all technology. I am not much into technology and all that. It is a superficial knowledge that I have. I'm speaking only from my superficial knowledge. I don't have in-depth knowledge. It is still in the making, isn't it? It is yet to come. But it is always good to interact. And will you like to sit with a machine all day and study one to one? No, you won't have fun. Are you people not having fun talking with friends and having a nice time? That is different. That life is definitely different. Future, this is going to happen, it seems. Each one of you is going to sit in, not you, the future students are going to sit at home and do self-study. That will never be interesting. Coming to school, sitting in a classroom, interacting, having fun, talking, having a teacher to guide you. I think that life will be better. Okay, I hope you are satisfied with what I have told. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you all stand by me?
Yes, ma'am.
What about them?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good then. We'll carry on.
I have a question to all of them that artificial intelligence was created to replace humans. If the humans are capable to teach the students, why was artificial intelligence invented?
It was not created to replace humans. It was created because man is a crazy person.
Ma'am, I am not telling generally
He creates
humans.
all sorts of things. There are so many things which are not useful, really useful to man. It is useful, but are all the people using it in a useful manner? You, for example, you have your mobile phones with you. It is a very great invention, isn't it? It's a very useful invention also, the internet, mobile phone, all these things. But, is everybody using it in the same manner?
Ma'am, actually artificial intelligence is different than artificial intelligent robot. We are talking about teachers. So it has certain rules and regulations.
See, you apply it to anybody. You can apply it to a teacher, you can apply it to an actor, in any field you can apply it. Wherever it is necessary. In a factory they may be applying it to make something. They may be substituting humans. The application differs. Where it is used, how it is used. Because this is a school, I think you have taken up the role of a teacher.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it can be used, but I don't think it can be substituted for a teacher. It can be used by a teacher. You can make learning more interesting, isn't it? Learning can be made interesting, but it should assist a teacher. It is better if it assists a teacher, because not everyone uses it in a positive manner.
So my friend wants to convey one point.
Ma'am, tell something good about us also, ma'am.
You are all very good boys. You spoke very well.
Yay, teachers.
Your language was very good, given to you by your English teachers. The language that you spoke now, who helped you? Artificial intelligence or your teachers?
Ma'am, I went to home and searched in Meta AI only, ma'am.
That is the content. You may have searched for the content. I am speaking of your language.
Yes, teachers only.
I am speaking of your language. The content you may have searched and got it. Because none of us are experts here in artificial intelligence. It is still in the making. But the language, you have got it from your teachers. So you are all very good at it. You can improve on it. You can work on it. Your delivery was very good. Your point of thoughts were also very good. No complaints. You did very well. Only the topic that you have chosen, I have a complaint against you.
Ma'am, I am telling about AI teachers, ma'am, not us. AI teachers. Some 2 points, ma'am. Good about AI teachers.
Yes, like I told you, it can help the teacher. It can help the teacher to deliver more knowledge, more content. If the teacher has an idea to deliver to the students, with the help of a teacher, with the help of artificial intelligence, it may help her in delivering more knowledge in a better manner. I don't say artificial intelligence is not good. I tell you it is not to be substituted for a teacher. I did not tell artificial intelligence is not good. Everything has its pros and cons. But it cannot be used, people spoke for substitution. Okay. Artificial intelligence teachers or human teachers. That was your topic. Okay. So I told it is not advisable to substitute teachers, but artificial intelligence is not bad. It can be adopted for teaching. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Isn't it boring to see person after person talking to you all?
Yeah? A bit? Okay, very well. A lot of opinions. Fine. Wouldn't it be fun to watch after the talk show a skit?
Certainly. So let's now welcome the students of 11A and B to perform the skit on the importance of English language.
A very good afternoon to everyone. We, the students of class 11, are going to depict a skit on why is English language important. English, a language woven into the tapestry of our globalized world, has become an indispensable tool for communication, education, and progress. Let's embark on a journey to explore its significance in various facets of life. We begin in a classroom, a little world, filled with young intellects. They are cultivated with knowledge. English language emerges as the language of instruction, key that unlocks countless doors. It is here, in these early years, the foundation of success is laid. Let's begin with scene 1.
Good afternoon, ma'am. So, you all are here after break, right? 3 days break and all. So, this is the first day after a long break. So, I hope we'll continue from here with a lot of hard work and strive to do our best, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Since you all have enjoyed your holidays, let's start with our lesson, a small lesson. Since you all are so keen in talking in your native languages, I'll show you a small demonstration which might change your perspective. Can I borrow your stationery for a while? So, is there any strong person who can break 1 pen? 2 pens? 3 pens? 4 pens, 5 pens, 6 pens. So let's just keep that each one of this pen represents one of your native languages. I'm going to collect it all together and put it in this pouch right now. So now what am I holding? Pens or the pouch? Pouch. The same way, you have different native languages, but you can unite it all together under one umbrella called English. English is not just a subject, but it's a way of communication. I want you to understand and learn English not for the sake of getting marks, but to communicate and to use it for your future. Okay, I want my students to talk in English from now on. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So now let's brush up with some grammar.
No, ma'am.
No, students, I'll make it fun for you.
Ma'am, one doubt, ma'am.
I didn't even write the topic, Abhizigan. Okay, ask your doubt.
Ma'am, according to grammar...
First, stand up.
Sorry. According to grammar, you sleep or you can sleep. Which is correct, ma'am?
You can sleep.
Okay, ma'am.
Hey! What are you all doing?
You only told us.
I didn't say you can sleep. I said the right answer is you can sleep. Now do you understand the importance of English? Oh. Since you all are so jovial in this class, I'll ask you one question. If you answer it, I'll let you sleep. Okay? Can anybody frame a sentence with a past participle verb of freeze? John.
Ma'am, I doesn't know, ma'am.
I doesn't know? It's I don't know, John. It's I don't know.
Oh, I don't know, ma'am.
The class is already over. I'll meet you in the next period. Start having your lunch.
Hey, I don't know why we need English, da. Yeah, after getting humiliated, I also don't know the meaning of English. Because English has no sense. Sometimes I think English is nonsense.
English is a very important language. We must learn to speak it.
சரவணா தமிழே போதும்டா. நான்லாம் சின்ன வயசுலேருந்து தமிழ் தான் பேசிகிட்டு இருக்கேன். இது பத்தாதா? இல்லை நீயே சொல்லு. Actually, English is a very important language. I speak English, okay? Ma'am,
Abhizigan?
Promoting English, ma'am.
Oh, I've had enough of your talks. So for a surprise, tomorrow is your parent-teacher meeting. All bring your parents and meet me tomorrow. Now you can leave the class. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, Abhizigan's father.
Yes.
Abhizigan is creating such a chaos in this class. He's not at all attending the class properly. He's disturbing the class. He's not talking in English.
I know about my son. You don't discourage.
Sir, I'm talking about his future, sir. Tomorrow when he goes for a job interview and all.
I have my own company. You will take care in future. Please give me the report card.
Sir, please sign it and send it
Waste
tomorrow.
of time.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon.
So, Saravanan is a very good student in our class, sir. He studies very well. But the thing is, he's getting average marks. He studies well, so I suggest you to join in some course or something so that he can get good marks in the future and he'll have a bright future, sir. This is his report card. Please sign it and send it on Monday.
Thank you, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. May I get in, ma'am?
Yes, come in, please.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
I am Jairus, and this is Saravanan, my son.
Okay, how can I help you?
He is studying in class 11, ma'am. Out of 80 marks, getting 60 ada, 60 marks is getting, ma'am. His teacher told if I join him in a coaching class, he can score good marks, ma'am.
Actually, for your son, we have a special crash course program, and the total fee structure is 50,000. You can send your son between 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the evening, and I hope your son will improve after this.
50,000 for how many years, ma'am?
Not years, sir. 45 days.
45 days. Okay, ma'am. Okay. What is the course?
Crash course.
Saravana, you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
I'm speaking for the sake of speaking, but you should speak very good, Saravana. That's why I have joined you in the class. Make your father proud.
I will do my best, Pa.
Thank you, my son.
Good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
So, yesterday PTM was very good and today I have a surprise for you.
Surprise?
Your test papers. I've corrected your test papers. So, I'll be distributing it now. Suhail?
Yes, ma'am.
You got the highest in class, 48 and half.
Thank you, ma'am.
You can give him a big round of applause.
Thank you, thank you. 48 and
John,
half, boy.
you got 38. Samika, you got 32. Saravanan, you got 41. Good improvement.
Thank you.
Abhisigan. 7.5 Abhisigan. Since you all are so heated up in your exam sessions, first don't get disappointed by your marks and all. I'll give you a small break in my period tomorrow. Why not we have a presentation tomorrow of any subject you like or of any topic you like. Just come here and give some points about your topic. Okay? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay then. Now I'll come in the next period.
Dear Abhisigan, take my water bottle.
What Ra speaking in English and all?
My father advised me to speak in English.
எதுக்குடா தமிழ் போதும்டா.
My father got insulted when he spoke to a lady in the consultant office.
ஆனா தமிழ் போதும்.
Then it's up to you.
Okay.
John, I don't have any idea what to do for the presentation.
Even I have no idea, Samika. But while going home, we can go and visit my aunt's house. She works in a firm where they give presentations. Maybe she can help us and we can ask her for advice.
Okay, let's go. Come.
Hey, Joan, how are you? And who is she? Oh, hi, Samika. Is she your classmate?
Yes, auntie.
And what's the matter?
We actually have a presentation due tomorrow and we don't know what to do. So we came to you for advice.
Okay, come. I think we can have a little talk about the presentation and what topics are you interested in?
I think hard work.
It's a good topic, Samika. And you, Joan?
Maybe I'll speak about how we can overcome a bad mood.
Yeah, I believe it's a good topic.
Auntie, you are living in Tamil Nadu and speaking in English? Why you will not speak in Tamil?
Samika, I'm from Scotland, Samika. I should speak in Scottish actually. Will you be able to understand if I speak in Scottish?
No.
So the common language is English, right? Okay. Let us go with English, okay?
Okay, auntie.
Okay, what do you think about hard work, Samika?
Hard work, key for achieving our goals.
Yeah, it's a good point, but we have to do presentation for at least 2 minutes, right? So let me expand it. So what is hard work? Hard work is something you should do every day and it's a consistent work, Samika.
Auntie, I can't understand anything.
You can't understand English?
No.
What's your score, Samika?
98.
You got a good score, and why don't you speak fluently in English, and why can't you understand my language? You study in an English medium school, right?
Yes, auntie.
See, children, I want to talk about this topic. Like, you people think that English is just a subject of memorizing the answers and memorizing the vocabularies, and you just write it in your answer script. But English is not just a language of memorizing. It's a language where you have to use it for expressing and conversing. Do you understand it, Samika? You have to start practicing English, or else it will affect your future.
Okay, I can understand.
Start practicing from today, Samika. Okay, John, please do help your friend. Okay, let us start with our presentations. Samika, I think so. This presentation is okay for you. And now you can leave, I think so.
Thank you, auntie.
Thank you.
Samika, because I learned the importance of English. Well, I support you in your decision.
Hello, students.
Hello, ma'am.
So, yesterday I have informed you about the presentations. Are you all ready now?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Suhail, can you give us your presentation now?
Me?
Yes, you.
Good afternoon to all. I am Suhail.
Hey, see the toppers of talking like this.
Ma'am, I don't want to speak, ma'am.
Go sit down, Suhail. Since you commented on Suhail's speech, Abhizigan, can you come here and give it a try?
Tomorrow.
Postponing it like tomorrow. Tomorrow will never come, Abhizigan. Tomorrow will never come. So, I want to tell you students one thing. It doesn't mean if you're getting marks, you will be able to speak in English. First, English is not a subject. English should not be memorized. English is not a subject to be learnt or to be memorized line by line. English is a method of communication. English is a path for all your success and goals. English is a communication device that to put up your thoughts and to explain what you think to others. It's not that you come here, you give 2 sentences or you write this, that, was, what and all in your question papers and your answer sheets and you get marks and go. It's not hard, it's not that simple. The first thing you have to do is start talking today. You cannot learn English part by part like grammar, vocabulary lessons and all. It comes under one triangle. It's everything. It's all together. Only when you speak, you will understand how sentences are formed. Only when you speak, you will know what to speak at what situation. So, start talking it by today. Every journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And now I want you to start talking from today. If you had taken my words to your heart, I want at least one student to come here and present their presentation wholeheartedly. Yes, Samika, please.
Happy morning to everyone present here. I am CP Samika of your class, here to talk about the 2 concepts that are often debated in the realms of success, hard work and smart work. Some argue that hard work is the key for achieving our goals, but some claim that smart work is the way forward. Remember, success is not only about what we achieve, but also how we achieve it. So let's work hard, work smart and achieve greatness. Thank you.
That's great, Samika. Suhail, can you give it a try now?
I'll try, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Good afternoon to all. I'm Suhail and I'm here to talk a few words about every children's nightmare, that is child labor. So child labor is an illegal activity where children below the age of 16 years are forced to do labor. So children at these times, they are not physically and mentally prepared to do labor. And as it is very commonly found in India, we the future citizens of India must take steps to abolish child labor. Thank you.
That's great, Suhail. So see, with just a single minute motivation, you both have come forward as given your presentations. I'm telling you, if you trust English today, English will never leave you behind tomorrow. Okay? I want you to impart English in each and every conversation of yours. Will you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, students.
Our journey that we take in our school days ends in a professional setting, a job interview. Anything that fulfills something is only by its outcome or its purpose. Let's look at the outcome of such a journey impact from English. Our academics alone doesn't play a vital role. English does. Appalling, isn't it? Please look on to one such experience.
வேற எங்கேயோ வேலை பார்க்க வேண்டியதாகுது. ச்சே.
Mr. Santosh.
Yes, sir.
Call Abhisigan.
Yes, sir. Is Mr. Abhisigan is here?
Yes, sir.
Are you Mr. Abhisigan, right?
Yes, sir.
Please come in.
Yes, sir.
Mister, you're Abhisigan, right?
Yes,
yeah, please take your seat.
No certificate, only leave.
Okay, Mr. Abhisigan, what makes you think that you are a suitable candidate for this job?
Sir, I am a suitable candidate for this job because me 10th pass.
Oh.
11th, 12th also pass.
Oh.
You college?
Me?
Oh, me college every year only 2 a year.
Only 2 a year?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
And you can give this job for me for my personality, sir.
Personality, sir?
Yes, sir.
What sort of personality, sir?
Very good. Yes.
Sir, you may leave, sir.
How many days, sir?
Sir, you can get out, sir. Yes. Yeah.
Out, ah?
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Santosh.
Yes, sir.
Call Samika.
Is Miss Samika is here? Please come in.
You are Miss Samika, right? Yeah, please take your seat. Miss Samika, what qualities do you think are required for such an esteemed and high-paying job?
I don't know, maybe accountability.
What type?
What sort of accountability?
Snapchat account, sir, Instagram account, Telegram account, Twitter account, all types of accounts, sir.
All types?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good.
Yeah, you may leave. Yeah, thank you for your time.
Santosh.
Yes, sir.
Call Saravanan.
Is Mr. Saravanan is here? It's your turn. Please come in.
You are Mr. Saravanan, right? Yeah, please take your seat. Saravanan, why do you think you deserve this job especially?
Sir, in my presence of mind and confidence greatly contribute to the work I undertake. I would definitely bring about a change in the way our professional company functions. My contributions to your company would be significant.
Okay. Yeah, you may leave. Thank you for your time.
Thanks.
And then guys, now we are glad to announce that Mr. Saravanan got selected for the job. Congratulations, man. Keep it up.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
And you too. Personality and accountability. Both of them are important, but not as much as your communication skills. So both of them may improve your communication skills in English, and you may learn.
And then personality, hereafter never ever try to come to my office again. Okay, na?
We have journeyed through classrooms and finally an interview, experiencing the omnipresence of English at all situations. It is a language of science, commerce, art, and diplomacy. English is more than a language, it's an idea used to share our dreams and aspirations. Today, we embark on a new journey, the inception of this literary club. It shows our testament towards the written word. As Ralph Waldo Emerson says, the smallest flower is a masterpiece. It's just a tiny seed that holds the promise of a mighty oak. So does a single word. Let this club be a sanctuary, a thinking box, a crucible for ideas. Here's to the beginning of a beautiful linguistic journey.
Develop your communication skills. The skit was an wholesome edutainment.
So now, it is our honor to welcome our chief guest, Mrs. Jalaja Balakrishnan, to address the gathering and share her vast English knowledge.
Is wishing all of you a very happy afternoon. So first of all, let me thank your principal and your HOD for having thought of me for this launching ceremony of your English Literacy Club. I told you to be present. Are you all present? What did I tell them? I said opening of the literacy club. How many of you spotted it? Did you? Very good. Thank you for being attentive. So don't go dreaming, okay? So what's the difference between, so what are we launching actually? Literacy club or literary club? So what is the difference between literacy and literary? Try to guess. No marks will be given. Yes, literacy is to be able, to make it simple, to be able to read, write, count, to know things. That is a basic language. Education is something higher, like you have to have knowledge and all. Literacy is average, minimum. A person has to read, to know, to read, write and count. That is literacy. That is a minimum knowledge that a person can acquire. Literary is connected to literature. What is literature? Literature. Literary is concerned with literature. What is literature? You must have definitely come across literature about poetry then. Very good. Anything related to writing. It is a written material. Literatures are especially of renowned people, something of real value. Something of real value. People who have written, not anything. You write from something on a scrap of paper, we can't call it literature. It is a highly valuable, knowledge-oriented work. It can be in the form of poetry, prose, essays, drama, anything, any written form. That is literature. So we are opening our English Literary Club. What is the need for such a club? Why do we need a literary club? In schools, we usually have. This is something my long-standing dream. So that is why I am glad for being here with you all. So what is the need for such a club? Why has it become necessary? Yes, enhance communication skill. It is not only communicate means what is communication? To convey message, to express our feelings, thoughts, yes. Any form of communication. As I already told you, it can be any form. Okay. So literary club is introduced. Like we said, see, English is called the language of nuances. English is referred to as the language of nuances. When we say BUT is but, we can't say PUT as but. People will laugh at us, isn't it? Where BUT is but, PUT is put. We can't, just because only two letters change, isn't it? B changes to P. But BUT is but and PUT is put. Are you attentive? You're present? Physically? Only physically? See, what is the difference in meaning when I tell, he is my only brother, only he is my brother. He is my only brother, What's the meaning of that? He is my only brother. I have only one brother. Only he is my brother. Among many boys, one of them is my brother. See what happened, the position of one word was changed. That is only. The position of only was interchanged. But the meaning of the sentence itself changes. Isn't it? Yes? No? Yes or no? Yes, you agree? Okay, so English is referred to as, you're sleepy? So we had some very interesting items here. It should have woken you up. You didn't enjoy? Yes. So, English is a language of nuances. So it is not simply enough to simply speak. And many of you think it is very difficult to speak. I've come across some students like grown-up students, like 9th, 10th, who are not able to talk so fluently. So when I ask them, what is your drawback? What is preventing you from talking fluently? Some boys have told me, we don't have vocabulary. Vocabulary, that is, we don't know words. They have not used the word vocabulary also. We don't know words, which I found very strange. Why do you think it is strange? I found this statement very strange. Why? It is because on and off you people are going off that I am putting questions to you. You are floating away somewhere. Why do you think I found it strange? When the student told me, I don't know words, a 9th standard, 10th standard student. It's not like that. Not because English is a common language. They are studying in an English medium school where all their subjects are in English, except language, of course. Except their part 1 or part 2 language, isn't it? Every other subject is, the books are there in English. So, look at the amount of vocabulary that they have been exposed to right from their KG classes, from the kindergarten classes. They are introduced to words only. Vocabulary right from A for apple till what they are studying now, they are words. The problem is that they don't understand. They think the words in the book are different from what they have to use in their practical life when they speak. They think they are too divorced from each other. They have no idea the words are the same, whether they are in the book or you find it anywhere else. Words are words which are to be used. Once you come across a word, you open a new lesson, a teacher begins teaching, there are many words which are familiar to you. When you come across a new word, the teacher introduces the word to you, makes you understand its meaning, usage, spelling. The word is introduced. You are familiar with the word. And from that minute onwards, you must practice using the word. That is how you build on your vocabulary. You don't have to go separately collecting words. Collect some words from here, collect some words from that. Doesn't make sense. Every lesson, every passage, everything, any material that you come across, once you have come across that word it should be familiar to you. You must start using it. You must practice using it. So those children have no idea. That is the reason why they say, I have no words. I don't know words, so I am not using it. Because I don't know words, I am not able to speak English. That is a very unacceptable statement. So here, I think literary club should help you overcome these small flaws. It should start right from the young age, from the very young age. That is, it can be introduced in a very small manner. There are many students who are not even able to read. See, I am telling you all this from practical experiences. I am seeing students. Even in 10th standard, there are students who are not able to read. who are not able to read. You give them a material, they are not able to read sentences, read words. So I request Mrs. Nancy, your principal, to introduce it from the KG classes. Not KG, I'm sorry, from class 1. That is, once they start reading, must be UKG. When do they start reading? UKG, that is upper kindergarten, they start reading. So once they start reading, from there onwards, the spellings of the words, these are the two defects that I see very common. They are not at all familiar with the spelling. Not at all familiar with the spelling. They have no idea where to use THERE, where to use THEIR. As far as they are concerned, go there, they use THEIR. They are not bothered about the spelling, as long as there is a there. So these are not to be there. Right from the learning stage, from the initial stages, right from the beginning. From the beginning, we have to insist on that. We have to insist on the spelling of the children. It is very, very, very important, because as they come to the higher classes, they learn the spelling. It becomes easier for them to learn the spellings of new words. And also reading. Once a word is introduced, they are to be taught to talk with the correct pronunciation. And there are many reading without any accent, intonation, just like that. I went to the club this morning, they read the newspaper. They read the newspaper, It is all in the same platform, same level, without any intonation. Unless there is an intonation, the meaning of the sentences will never be clear. Meanings of the sentences can be conveyed clearly only when we speak with the right intonation. Intonation is the rising and falling of the voice. And the tone and the stress of each word. Stress of each word. A-N-O-T-H-E-R is pronounced as another. The stress is on A is not pronounced. A-N-O-T-H-E-R, A is not pronounced. The first letter A is silent. No, the stress is on no. So every word has a stress. If you open a dictionary, you will find the stress mark. Stress mark is a small mark at the top of a word. Have you noticed it? Have you noticed it? So that is a stress. Means in a word, which letter has to be given stress. That is important. So every word has a stress. And every sentence has an intonation. All these things we must pay attention right from the lower classes. When they begin to read. So that is very important, because once you learn something, you become habituated, like you have a blackboard. We write something on the board, or a fresh piece of paper. You open a new page and start writing. You make a mistake, erase it with a pencil. And then you start writing. Which is better? You write on a fresh piece of paper, or you write something, erase it and write it on top. That blackened mark, that erasing will always be there on the paper. That erased mark will also be always be there. Isn't it? Yes? Yes. So, writing on a fresh piece of paper is always better. It will get imprinted. Moreover, the children of a very young age, their minds are very fresh, very receptive. Because they are in the learning stage, they are inquisitive also. A child, you will see a small child, even a 2-year-old. What is this? What is this? What is this? It keeps asking, you must have noticed. Even a 2-year-old, they keep asking, what is this? Their mind is inquisitive, it is fresh, it wants to know. It has not learned anything, it has not come across anything, only now it is starting to learn. So it wants to know, it keeps asking. So at that level, when we tell them, it will get imprinted in their brains. Very clearly, very, very fresh, they will not forget also. It will all remain in their minds, very fresh. So it is very, very important, that is why they say catch them young. Catch them young, that is the slogan. Inculcating knowledge into a small child is very, very important. So teachers must, I am telling this, so that the teachers must implement it from the lower classes. It is to be executed there. So that as they come to the higher classes, we can build on that. So coming to the middle school, high school, without much knowledge, where is the building? What will we build on? There is no foundation for us to build. So that is very, very, very important. Okay. So please develop your reading, writing, talking skills. Okay. Many of you may have good oratory skills, but you will not know. You will not know that you have your skill unless you give it an opportunity to come out. Now see how the students spoke now. We had a talk show. They spoke very well. And we had a skit also. They had very good acting skills. So how did this come out? Because we had this, we gave them an opportunity. I think they must be prepared on their own. So it was all well written. The script was also well written, well thought out, relevant to the students of this age. It was all relevant. So children, see, young minds, you know better. You know much better than us. You think teachers know much. But I always believe you people know better. You are young. Your minds are fresh. You have different thoughts. Your thought process is different. Our thought process is different. So you have better ideas. You will definitely have better ideas in you. It is up to you to bring it out. So such stage, this platform will give you an opportunity to bring out all that skill. So oratorical skill, different. If one speaks well, it doesn't mean all of you can speak well. You don't have to be disappointed. Oh, how nicely she is speaking, good. But your skill may be something else. Others may have some other skill. You may be good at poetry writing. Have you ever tried? No. So without trying, I think, oh, poetry, I cannot write it. So difficult. We think we cannot do it. But unless you take your pencil and paper and start writing, you yourself will be surprised. Oh, I am also able to write a poetry. It may come out well. So unless we give it an opportunity, our talents will not come out. Prose, you can write story writing. You can try your skill at story writing. Just write something. Just write something. So everything comes there is a first time for everybody. Start writing. Anything can happen at any time. Keep writing. You yourself will be surprised at the amount of improvement that you are making. Okay. You have to hone your skills. So first identify your skills and then only you can hone it. For the small children, you can start with 11th standard students. I hope you are going to follow up with the lower classes. So you can have reading competitions, recitation competitions. Small scale, you don't have to always think at a big level. That's why I insist on reading. So see that somebody reads very well. So that is how you train them to read. So when it comes into a competition, students will start training themselves. So bring it on, even in the classroom, you don't have to create a stage like this. Even in the classroom, it can be done. It can be done in the classroom. Reading, most important I wanted to tell you is, a small child must be able to speak in, that is, come over stage fear. Every child is afraid to come before a platform, before an audience, public speaking, that inherent fear is there. But a small child does not know fear. A little child does not know fear. It will face anybody boldly because it doesn't know what is fear. As we grow older, as the children grow older, they get conscious, they become aware of things, the situation, and then they begin to fear. Fear of making mistakes, fear of being made fun of, fear of being corrected in front of others, fear of not knowing things. So such fears they build in themselves and they avoid coming out and face people. So it can be overcome by making them speak in front of the classroom. We can give them small topics, just small, very small ones. It can be even prepared. The topic can be even prepared by the teachers or their parents. Small ones. My pet, my home. What is that? Then my friend, my father, my mother. What is the difference between home and a house? There is a bonding, there is a love in the home. So see, both of home and house, both refer to a same place, isn't it? I'm going home, I'm going to my house, you say both refer to the same place. But see how the meaning differs. So home is where there is love in the family. Home is a place where there is love, where house is the building. House is only the building where you live in. But only when there is love among the members of the family, we can call it a home. So we can give them small topics relevant to them in their day-to-day life. my small outing. Anyway, you go out with your family, you can write out. So keep the habit of writing. Whatever it is, you go for a picnic, write. So that is how you hone your skills. And talking, writing, and just a minute is a very interesting, you can try that also. Just a minute also you can try. That's a very interesting topic for contest. Debates, dumb charades, and there are many. We used to have it at college. So please, you can think out many things. In a playway method, you can unknowingly, unconsciously, you can make them speak. Okay, when you ask them talk in English, they become aware. They become conscious. But unknowingly, you bring them out. They will do it. So such small contests will help them come up in their language. Okay. Another thing is, you have to see, I am reminded of Sir Francis Bacon during my college days. He is known for his short, pithy sayings. So I still remember a line. Reading maketh a full man. Reading maketh, that is, nowadays we say makes, that is old usage, maketh. Reading maketh a full man. Full man is a fully grown man. Does full man mean a fully grown man? Yes? So here man doesn't refer to a man, a male. It refers to the human community, whether it is a man or a woman, a person. So it is only whatever a person needs to know to live his life, reading will help him. All that you need to know can be got by reading. Reading, R-E-A-D-I-N-G, reading. How many of you read? What do you read? Okay. Who's your favorite author? J.K. Rowling. Okay, fantasy, living in a world of fantasy. Then Doyle. Arthur Conan Doyle. Arthur Conan Doyle. Okay, right. Jane Austen. You are reading Jane Austen. Original. Original or adapted version? Original novel you read. Very good. I appreciate that. Because old age writers, they have a very difficult language. If you are able to understand that, that is very appreciable. Then, I am expecting an author which is not coming out. Huh? Colin Hoover. No, I have not come across his name. Leo Tolstoy. All high-range books only you people are reading. Chetan Bhagat, Indian author, right? Huh? Ruskin, oh, short stories, children's stories. I am not getting the author I am expecting for. Or Chinese or Japanese, huh? Come down to earth, children, you are children. Shakespeare. Shakespeare, yes, I am an admirer of Shakespeare. Then, one author I am expecting, which all of you should have read, should read. All of you should read. At your age, Abdul Kalam. No, I am not talking about this philosophy and all that. Just basic things, enjoy life. You have not come across Enid Blyton? Enid Blyton? You don't have it, Nancy? You don't have Enid Blyton in your library? For whose sake? I still read Enid Blyton, so I'm mad after that person, lady. How is it you people have not read Enid Blyton? Children should have read Enid Blyton. Your English teachers are not guiding you properly, I think. Yes, they have not told you, isn't it? Every person I speak, I tell to read Enid Blyton only. Enid Blyton, children have to read Enid Blyton. Okay, please go take a copy, any copy. Any copy. She has written on various, famous 5 is there, 5 find-outers are there, some Mallory Towers is there is a huge volume, collections are there. 5 find-outers, they are all thrilling how the 5 small children go and investigate, they solve even crimes. Very interesting novels, stories, not novels. Read Enid Blyton, children. You should have read. Please tell them to read in the lower classes also. Even in the middle school level, you can start reading. 7th, 8th, you can start reading Enid Blyton. It's a variety of things that you will know. When you read books, you are exposed to a lot of things. You will know what is happening in the Western world, the kind of food they eat, the kind of life they live, the dress they wear, the cars they use, lifestyle. You are introduced to a lot of lifestyle. So books always give you the best knowledge that anybody can give you. Experience, of course, is the best teacher, but we cannot experience everything. Every time we cannot experience everything. But clever people have to learn from other people's experience. Okay, so it is experience that people are writing down. Everybody experiences different things and they write it down. It comes out in the form of a book. So when we read it, we are exposed to that experience and we add to our knowledge. So please start reading Enid Blyton. When you read, you will understand how interesting that no child should, childhood can be happy without having read Enid Blyton. So please read books and hold more such competitions. Usually it is the nature that everything started with a big bang and fanfare and excitement and all that. Then as the days proceed, what happens? The spirit wanes little by little and dies down totally. So please don't let this happen to your literary club. You must keep it active. Always think of something to do. Okay, keep some activity at least once a month. And you people can make your juniors also do it. Because you are the set who do not have any board examination. So you can take the initiative to take it to the lower classes. Okay, and think out some programs, some activity and make them also do. So when you grow, you should take them along with you. Okay? Uplift others. Our juniors should also be brought along with us. It's not that we alone should grow. We have to bring our juniors along with us when we grow. Because we will pass out. You are going to pass out in another year. So your juniors will take over from you. So they have to come out as a very good set in their future. Okay. Will you take care? Okay, children, thank you very much for having given me this opportunity. I had a very pleasant afternoon, a very welcome break, in fact. So from a monotonous schedule, this has been a very welcome change. So I'm very happy to have spent my time with you this afternoon. And you have also spared you must all be very tight, having a tight schedule. So you also have had a good change. So keep the spirit up. Okay? Yes? Okay, thank you very much. Hope we will meet again.
Something sort of a spectacular event. It is heartwarming to see many smiling faces present today, reveling in this new journey of opportunity. To bring this event to its conclusion, we believe a token of gratitude is in order.
Yes, Abhijit. Expressing gratitude is the least we can do for those who have made this day possible. So I invite Sukesh Kumar of class 12D to deliver oath of thanks for all those who contributed their time, efforts and unwavering commitments.
We gather here today to mark the beginning of a new chapter in our literary journey, and it is with immense gratitude that I stand before you to express our heartfelt thanks. We thank our chief guest, Mrs. Jalaja Balakrishnan ma'am, for taking the time to join us today and for her invaluable words of wisdom. Your presence has inspired us to strive for excellence in our literary pursuits. We thank our Principal Ma'am and Vice Principal Sir for your unwavering support and guidance. Your leadership has created an environment conducive to learning and growth. We thank our teachers for your dedication and encouragement. Your passion for literature has ignited a flame in our hearts, and we are forever grateful. I would also like to thank the pillars who were responsible for giving our dream of literary club a concrete form, our SPL Surya and Rachel, and our presidents Andrew Sherwin and Sadhana Shri. Last but not the least, we thank our fellow students for your enthusiasm and participation. Together, let us create a community that celebrates the joy of reading and writing. Thank you all once again for being a part of this special day. Let us continue to nurture our love for literature and make this club a beacon of creativity and inspiration. Thank you.
Special thanks to our two responsible and incredible SPLs, Surya and Rachel, for their unwavering support and hard work, because of which this day became true. Thank you so much for organizing this event and opening the gateway of opportunities, SPLs. We are thrilled to have been your hosts for this joyful occasion. Until we meet the next milestone, here is Ashifa
and Abhijit wishing you a great day ahead and a future filled with success and innovation. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you.